to a step-by-step guide of How to Wipe Bootcamp by LordJasp and LordStreamer. This is a voiceover being done by LordJasp. Currently, I'm watching this as I record it, so excuse me if it's a little bit off timing, but here it is. So our first step usually is always to get inside. We like landing in this triple-decker building, preferably the one on the far right side if you're coming in at facing warehouses, I guess. Because usually you find a solid amount of loot in there. You both have starter weapons, and you could secure either one floor or the entire building all at once. It becomes a very useful strategy because, weapons instantly, great, always helpful, easy security, easy angles to look at all around you. Just a great place to land. Once we do that, we regroup, we start figuring out where our closest shots are, where our footsteps are, what enemies we have to deal with first. Once we do, we use our first tactic, which is push and cover the enemy, which is when one teammate pushes forward, the other one covers from a back angle. This leaves a nice covering line in case one gets knocked out. It means we won't get third party so easily, flanking all of that. At this point, another enemy pushed us after he got knocked out, which I push up to do the revive once he gets knocked out instantly, so he's not going to get flushed off either. Revives are always priority because if you can pull the revive off, even that little health always will help out with the fix. At this point, we have to fight off these incoming enemies. He did get knocked out again. I did manage to take those two enemies out. So revive once again is still priority. It's just if you have an enemy that's going to come and attack you, of course, while the revive is going, then you're probably not going to want to pull off that revive. However, if you think you can pull it off real fast, always go for it because it's so useful just having the extra teammate there no matter what. You never know what can happen, so give that guy a chance, At this point, if you have a couple seconds, you boost up, you heal up, you loot up, you make sure your ammo's ready, you switch guns if you need to, you do all that kind of stuff, and you go ready to move on from the next set. You make sure your teammate's good to go as well, because just because you're ready doesn't mean your teammate's ready. It's a good thing to make sure you have there. As you move through the edge of boot camp, we like going around the outside and then pushing in the inside. As you go around the edge of boot camp, you have to watch all your angles, watch the roofs, watch your corners, watch your windows, all of that kind of stuff, because you never know where the enemies can be camping or hiding or looking for that angle to cover. We found this guy on the roof. We found another guy in the window. And we managed to get the knockout and then push up, which is always the goal. Once you get that knockout, put some pressure on, put the aggressive push on. There's two of you now. There's one of him, one's down. He has the option now. He can cover his teammate, or he can or let his teammate die and try and make a play or something like that. Usually, it adds a lot more pressure to that person. Now you already have an advantage. At this point, we were able to flush the teammate and get the kill both at the same time. We knew one was outside because he closed the door on us, and it made it very obvious. At this point, we had to loot the box, which was outside, take some shots. Nothing really hit me. Got a couple of hits on Streamer, so he's going to heal up quickly. We lay down, try and get a visual, figure out where those shots are coming from, see if we can do it without getting third party as well. Trying to do a quick regroup. I hear some footsteps behind me. Take care of them quickly. I'm making sure to flush as well, because I usually don't like flushing, honestly, in matches, and I really don't like when people do it to us, of course. But in boot camp and hot drops, I really prefer to, due to there's a lot of other people, and they want to steal kills as well. So if they see a knocked out player and they know they can get the knockout, why wouldn't they go for the kill? So always make sure to flush your enemies when you're in these hot drop scenarios, and then push forward. Don't leave them. They can also mark you and stuff like that, but that's not as large as someone taking your kills, of course. Because if a teammate's pushing them again, they're under that kind of pressure. At this point, we push into the larger building. We know we've cleared all the outside. We may still have more enemies, of course, pushing in, but it's very important to clear this, because then we can move a little bit more freely. There's no one that we have to watch out on the roof or the windows. So we push in. I usually wait at the top of the stairs like I did back there for my teammate to form up. I go out the back window over here. Usually he likes covering this back hallway going up to the roof over there. Personally, I have some issues with the roof, because it's so easy to take just a regular snipe shot from there. Like someone's just looking the wrong way and you get seen. So I don't like spending much time on there. He doesn't mind it so much. He likes moving fast, but you just have to be careful. it happens when we lose him. So when we lose him, when we lose me, when we all get picked off because just a bad bullet. This guy pushed up the stairs on me. I managed to be in position in time. I heard his footsteps, however, it was very close, where it was like, okay, he may have had the jump on me, but yeah, you just have to always, especially in these hot drop scenarios, be alert, be aware of what's coming, what could come. Think about like what would it if an enemy knew that there's a duos here, what would his smartest tactics be, and try to play your best against that. Yes, sometimes you'll be outsmarted, sometimes you won't think of what they may do, but do your best to think that both what they're doing and what you're doing, and try your best to counter it and stay one step ahead. Always listen for footsteps. I think that's very important, to know where your enemies are coming from. Do your best to try and imagine, hey, what's the layout of this building I'm in? If their footsteps are coming from this angle, where is their most probable place to be? Yeah, sometimes you'll be wrong. Sometimes they'll be upstairs and you'll think they're downstairs. Sometimes they'll be on the roof and you think they're on the bottom floor or outside or something like that because the footstep sound is a little weird. But it's pretty dead on. I'll be 100% honest. I haven't had a big problem with it. At this point, we're going to sweep the bottom floor again, make sure no one else snuck in. We have a quick building sweep scenario where we watch our angles, let the other man push forward, cover him as he does. I usually cover the angles. He sweeps the rooms real quick. He uses his four-finger claw, which he upgraded to recently. I think it's very useful for him, of course. If he has his playstyle and he gets good at it, I like it. His aim's gotten a lot better using it. He gets a lot more faster movements and some peaks, dodges, and like jumps across out that I'm not as fast able to do using only my two-finger layout, which you can see here on the screen. So it's very helpful for him to clear the room because he can aim, jump, shoot, and yeah, aim, jump, and shoot all at the same time. Whereas I have to wait till I hit the ground again to get a clear aim on it. So it's a little bit of a tricky one on that, but I mean, one guy helps the other. I have a little bit better sniping aim because I'm only using those two fingers. I'm only balancing it with those two, so a little bit helps here. Here I actually missed my shot because I missed it by half an inch or so, due to just I hate hollow scopes. I'm not really good at them. I have to learn more of what adjustments I need to make for them. Streamer comes in from the other side, gets a nice flank off as I'm pushing forward. He does wipe both of these. Very well done. Gets one from the roof. We push in off the knockout, same as we did on the other side as we came around. At this point, warehouses are the last priority. There's not much space in here. There's not much place for enemies to move around and fire from, meaning that we don't have to worry about them as much when we're actually moving through boot camp as in other places like the trio level buildings and the middle building, which we call the lobster building. We definitely have a lot more angles we have to worry about from there. Here, it's more campers. It's more people pushing in and out, like you saw there in the doorways. There's not much room for them to move though. So it's usually the last place you're like sweeping through. The loot's not as great here as we find in some of the other buildings. So it's also, yeah. And the last couple enemies coming on out of here are probably just gonna be camping here. Probably gonna be pushing through. We just have to make sure they all get taken out quickly to complete the wipe so we can move on to finish the rest of the match. At this point, yeah, we push onto the last warehouse, make sure that anybody cutting through on the backside as well is taken care of, and make sure anybody, if it's in that side last warehouse, we clear them out as well. But on this match, I guess we didn't. And yeah, at this point, boot camp's wiped. It's clear there's no more enemies left. Thank you so much for watching, and much success on your next boot camp wipe.